Salute. How y'all doing? My name is DerrickCWilliams. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers. Wild Boys, Beyond Dior, G. Kabanji, Brianna Mooney, James, Fusion Gamer 45, Earth Trust TV, B. Scott Speaks, Official X5 Luigi, and last but certainly not least, Natural Way Ahoyti. In Hebrew, Ahoyti means my sister. So shout out from your brother to my sister. You feel me? All right. The sports world and pop culture have took a blow with the tragic death of a former NBA player, Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and a party of about 7 people on his helicopter on Sunday. And what I'm seeing, at least on YouTube, because I'm not on any other social media platform, I'm seeing a lot of bouts of depression, and I understand that. But I would assume that Kobe Bryant would want you to live your best life and to live that life hard. My best friend, Clifton Banks, from Greenville, Mississippi, was shot and killed while I was in boot camp in 1985. And we always talked about living our best lives, and we didn't call it that back then. But I know for a fact, his nickname was Little Bill. I know for a fact Little Bill would want me to live hard, and I aim to do so. So I take Little Bill everywhere I go with me. The title of this presentation will be called Kandychelle and Her Big Heart. And I'm just one man in the comment section on YouTube. Kandychelle is a North Carolina-based YouTube content creator that I've been following for a little while now. She's a Gemini like myself. She's a nice person. And just let me put it on the table. The girl look good. The girl look good. Okay, so, guilt is charged. You feel me? But what I wanted to say is that it came to my attention about a week or so ago that she's suffering a medical issue with a diagnosis of atrial fibrillation. About 200,000 people a year are diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, and essentially what that is an irregular or rapid heartbeat in the upper chambers of the heart, causing poor blood flow. And as a result of this poor blood flow, blood can pool in the chambers, and eventually over time a clot is formed. And should a clot break off and travel up to the brain, that could result into a stroke. Not good. You all may have heard of embolisms, and they can kill people just like that. So this is nothing to play with. Very serious issue here. All right. Now, some of the symptoms are lightheadedness, chest pains, shortness of breath, fatigue, and palpitations. It feel like your heart is beating real fast. You feel me? All right. And a lot of times, medical or medication is required for a patient like this, and the diagnosis is a chronic one, which means it could last for a short time or it'll be a lifelong thing. So none of this is really good, and I can go on and just kind of freestyle it from here. I just want to make this quick support video for Kandychelle, and I will be putting her YouTube channel link in the description box below. The fact of the matter is, while everyone is being depressed, and again, we in a social media driven society, if one person put out a somber tweet, it seems like that holds a lot of weight with people, and everyone all of a sudden gets depressed. I'm not one of those type people. I look at the person for who they were and what they did, and I would just go ahead on and try to build on top of them, because I'm quite sure that's what they would want you to do. And I try to get my daughter in this same frame of mind too, because as it turns out, she said, because my daughter is on Instagram, and she says now all of a sudden everyone is throwing up Kobe murals and things like that. Many of these kids don't know Kobe Bryant, but because of the social media driven environment that we're in, they think they've come to know it. And so a lot of times this is bandwagon sorrow, for lack of a better term. And I'm just going to be real with you. A lot of this sometimes is just bandwagon sorrow. Again, we honor Kobe. We're not disputing that. We just disputing the fact that people do jump on bandwagons and they get into this depression mode when you have yourself so much to live for. And I would assume Kobe would want his remaining children and his wife to go on and live hard. That's the message I'm trying to convey. And so it is with Kandychelle. I'm making this video Kandychelle, because I believe in you. I think you're a good person. And I want you to live as long and as hard as you can, girl. You supposed to take this thing by the horns. And yes, you're going to have a little problems because of the condition. I understand that. But I understand you said you had children. I believe you said a grandchild too, if memory serves. If I'm wrong, Kandychelle, you can put it in the comment section. But either way, you got family that needs you. My daughter, Damaris, is 15, and I can't account for a gunshot because we live in a violent society. I can't account for a distracted driver on a cell phone or a drunk driver. I can't account for that. I can't account for a tree falling. I cannot account for me slipping on a bar of soap in the shower, hitting my head and Derrick dead. I can't account for all these things, but I can account for what I do with regards to taking control of my health, which means taking your vitamins, drinking lots of water, trying to eat as clean as possible, limiting your alcohol and sugar intake, and lots of exercise. For me, I would tell everybody, burpees and kettlebells. You don't need nothing else. Burpees, kettlebells, and planks. Shout out to Ashe Divine. You really don't need nothing else. But for those of you who like to go to the gym, have at it. But again, the message I'm trying to say is live your life hard. Take care of yourself, love yourself, respect your body so you can be here for yourself and for the people you love. So again, this is a support video for North Carolina's own Kandychelle. That girl pretty. Y'all feel me? So all y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die.